Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we got ourselves a wonderful game in the Yamato. I think this is my first actual talking over a Yamato game. We had a little bit of footage from mine previously during our bureau guides, but this is our first one, and we have that beautiful golden weak camo on it. I really do think this is probably the prettiest camo right now for this ship. I love the golden accents around the smokestack. They look magnifique. They look beautiful, and it's just a good looking ship overall. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk comment of the day before we get into the match. Comment of the day goes out to someone who leaves a comment on one of our previous videos. Today's comment of the day goes out to Dan Wick. He says, totally agree with you about paying for cosmetics. I would definitely buy the flag this time around if it had some historical significance. And I really agree. I really do hope they start bringing in historical significant flags. Give me the kids pirate flag, right? Like that I think is the #1 most requested flag, and I would love for it to be in the game. I think the only thing that might hold it up is I don't know if this game is available in China, and China has some weird censorship laws around skeletons. That's my only reason why I could see it not ever coming around. But I really do hope they bring it in, because I want a fucking pirate flag. I think we all do. Anyways, we're here in the Yamato. We went ahead, broke left, and we're going to go ahead and use this main island for cover for the majority of the time. And it's going to serve us pretty well. We know the enemy team is going to be coming wide around that opposite island. So if we can go ahead, get ourselves bow in on that angle, we can go ahead and protect ourselves and wait for them to come around and sort of ambush them when they do. Additionally, there's this nice little cutout here that allows us to go ahead and bombard other parts of the enemy team from our location. The one beautiful thing about the Yamato, you have range for days, right? That is what the Yamato is known for, that long range, so you might as well go ahead and use it. And notice that we're not exactly like backing up and reversing. We are still trying to maintain and play in the round, but also being a tactically advantaged position where we have access to 2 different lanes on this map, both the A and the B lane, and this position is going to work pretty well for us. Now, one other interesting thing I want to talk about Yamato is, well, we now have the concealment mod for the Japanese battleships, and I, for one, am really excited about this change. I think it's nice that Wargaming is trying to shake up the meta a little bit on the battleships, and it's nice that it's in that third slot, because really, what were we using it for before? It's not. You could technically use it for that better RGA, which only really helped you out if you were island hugging a lot and a destroyer was coming around one way that you didn't know. But beyond that, it really did feel useless. And at least for the Yamato, it's a nice little buff, because when you play the Yamato, you know you're gonna be seen from across the map. One of the disadvantages to the difference between our game and the main game of World of Warships is World of Warships, they tend to have spawns a little bit further back, and the Legends, they tend to have the spawns pushed forward a little bit more. It tends to shorten the game times, make it a little bit snappier. And because of that, Yamato, there are some maps where you will get spotted right off the bat, or if you try to turn out, and you can just get hit like a truck sometimes. So it is nice that we are seeing Wargaming trying to help the Yamato out that way, but also make viable a different way of playing. Currently, I'm working my way towards the Amagi. I would really like to try out a full stealth Amagi build with using the French commander that also takes it off of radar quicker, because I think there could be some really interesting play where you keep people just inside your range but outside your spot range, so you drop out real easily. It could be a lot of fun. Anyways, let's get back to this game. Their enemy ships going ahead, push in, seeing that we're not really a big of a threat to them, so they're turning bow in to try to go and angle against our friendly Massachusetts and our destroyers. But that means they're going to go ahead and expose their broadsides to us. And if there's one thing you don't want to do, is expose your broadside to an enemy battleship, because you're going to get hit just like that Massachusetts did. We're already up to 78,000 damage in this game, and Massachusetts not looking long for this world. He does take our Massachusetts down, but is only left with a slither of health. our next salvo is out, and that will wipe the Massachusetts off the board. Their battleship has already been taken out, so now we have cleared our side of this board of the map. So we're going to go ahead, advance into A, get the cap, and start pushing in. As we can see, their team has kind of clustered down and adopted a sort of turtle position in the upper part of the map. They have not really pushed out to the flanks. They do have one cruiser that's sort of tactically positioned to cover one side of him. He was definitely at least trying to play a little bit tactically, but as we can see, there are just 3 battleships kind of hanging out in the back lines. And Alaska is the one who's playing a little tactically there, but we can see he is pretty much full broadside. So we're going to go ahead, give him the full salvo, and see where these shells land. Beautiful dispersion on that, all horizontal. Just what we like to see. And get 2 hits to the Citadel. We get 1 Citadel hit and another, bringing us up to 106,000. 8 seconds left till we can fire again. And whoo, that flight time on these shells, man. Nearly 10.5 seconds of flight time. It is a long time. As we can see, Azuma is right next to us and playing his role as that sort of hybrid cruiser battleship and sticking to the back lines. And we get another huge hit on that Alaska, bringing us up to 132,000. 2 Japanese long-range ships kind of rolling together here, doing what we do best. He goes ahead, fires out his shells, and we'll go ahead and fire ours. So if his don't wipe him out, we'll get him too. Hopefully he turns in relatively soon so we don't have to go the long way around this island. And there he goes. He's turning in. And now we have another battleship on the horizon, an enemy Yamato. And he's looking a little broadside. And that is just what we like to see. Of course, you never want to be fully broadside to another battleship. First salvo away, and we're just going to start angling in and moving towards their way. We have all 3 caps at this point, so it is not really a question of when we are going to win or if we are going to win. It is a when are we going to win, and if we can go ahead and knock them out, knock this Yamato out before he can kill any one of us, we are going to go ahead and finish this game rather quickly. So I think the majority of our team are just going to go ahead and concentrate all of our firepower. We go ahead, pop the high caliber there, and get another decent salvo. 152,000 damage now, which is nothing to smirk at. Now, we do need these shells to reload a little bit quicker, because once he gets behind that island, we are no longer going to be able to shoot him, and that's just what happens. Yamato is safe, and Yamato ends up taking out our Grober Kunfist, so we now need to go ahead and sink multiple ones of their ships, because the loss of another ship will not bring them down in points. So we are going to need to pretty much eliminate the rest of their team. Richelieu now out there, and he is also relatively broadside as he is angled in, trying to fire down the lane of C. But at this point, the lanes have essentially collapsed on this map. This is a very traditional like shooter 3-lane design of a map, and the lanes no longer matter because there is no one defending this far left lane. So it's all about access to broadsides. Iowa a little bit closer and a little bit bigger of a threat to our guys, so we're going to go ahead, start firing at the Iowa. Of course, he also has a little bit more health to mine, and I'm all about getting those big damage numbers. So shells out on Iowa, a little high there. Only 2 shells really hit and a shatter, and we're just going to go ahead and keep on waiting. Azuma right next to us, also taking advantage of these fairly broadside battleships, and next salvo is out. Roma ends up taking out their Yamato, and we are down just to this Iowa and to the Richelieu. Another big hit on the Iowa, 181,000 damage total, and after that hit, we are definitely the biggest threat to the Iowa. He's going to start turning bow in a little bit more to us and exposing his broadside to our other battleship. Or no, never mind. He doesn't. He still is concentrating on our other battleship. So we're going to go ahead, try to get this off before he hits behind that island. because once he does, we are not going to be able to hit him. Sadly, before our shells can get there, that long flight time takes its toll, and the Iowa goes down. Richelieu, now the last ship, and at this point, guys, I'm pretty sure you can guess where the rest of this game is going. We're going to go ahead and take the W, and there it is. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.